Hi there. I'm here today to introduce to you a mounting bracket for the Escort Redline 360c. This mounting bracket will allow you to install this radar on the center screen of your Tesla vehicle. This specific bracket clamps onto the radar detector to provide a snug fit for your radar detector without blocking the power plug. The mounting tape on the front of the unit adheres to the back of the screen to prevent the unit from shifting while driving. And for those that are fans of cable management, this unit also comes with some cable clips on the back that allow you to route that power cord from the unit down the backside of your screen and deliver a tidy cable installation. For the purposes of this demonstration video, we will be using a 3D printed Escort Redline 360c radar unit as a stand-in for the real unit. This bracket has been tested with the real unit and has a confirmed fit. Let's go over the parts included with your radar mounting unit. The radar mounting unit comes with a set of hardware used to aid in the assembly of the unit. This includes 6 screws, 2 rounded button head cap screws that are silver, 2 silver flathead screws, and 2 black flathead screws that are a little bit longer than the silver flathead screws. It also includes 5 washers, one of which is a spare, an alcohol cleaning pad to clean the back of your screen prior to installation, and an instruction card with a QR code where you can go and read our instructions online for the assembly of this unit. This unit also comes with a hex wrench to aid assembly. In this unit, you will also find 4 3D printed parts, the actual radar clamp or bracket itself, a screen backer with included mounting tape, and also the base of the unit. Let's go over the assembly procedure for your radar mounting bracket. Prior to assembling the bracket, one thing I recommend is you take all of these silver screws and pre-install washers onto them. This allows for easily putting the screws into holes with washers already assembled and just tightening the screws instead of doing a 2-part installation. The first step in installation is to take the base plate along with the screen backer and attach them. The way that this part attaches is that this mounting tape needs to go forward in the unit, and the forward direction of this unit is actually where this cutout is. This cutout will sit on your Tesla screen, and the final assembled unit should look something like this with that V cutout. So placing this part down with the golden screws that are closer to the back to this side, we'll be installing it on these forward facing screws right here with this angle away from the back towards the front. Make sure you grab the rounded screws for this one. You want to use the button head screws. The flathead screws are used in the next step and are actually critical to be used for the next part. So go ahead and drop those screws with pre-assembled washer, or if you want to drop a washer in and then the screw, that's definitely an option. And tighten those screws down. This part is also designed to only fit one way, so if you are having trouble and the screws aren't lining up, try maybe in the other direction. All right, for the next step, we'll be installing the radar holder itself. The radar holder has a top piece and a bottom piece. The bottom piece is designated by these 2 golden threaded inserts found in the unit. This bottom piece goes on first. It goes onto the base plate as such, further kind of towards the back of the plate right here. And you'll want this radar bottom unit to align with the back of the base plate. Again, for this piece, double check that you're using the flathead screws. The flathead screws allow for the screws to hide within the recess here and prevent the unit from being scratched from the bottom. So go ahead and install those screws, and your assembly should look like such. Now for the next part, we're going to install the top assembly. The top assembly is installed onto that bottom assembly as such, with this wing facing backwards. The wing does have a protrusion here, which will align with a hole found on your radar unit. For this part, we're actually only going to pre-thread the screws. By pre-thread, I mean go ahead and just maybe 1 or 2 turns on the screw to allow for it to grab on, but not fully clamp down this bracket. In the next step, we will be taking that radar and putting it in through the back, so we want to make sure we have the clearance in order to do that. All right, as you can see, there is a hole. This is not fully tightened down. It moves up and down. This creates the needed clearance for me to take my radar unit right here and install it through the back. You'll find that once putting your radar through the back, this protrusion mentioned earlier will actually align with a hole found on your radar unit. Once that protrusion lines up with the hole, go ahead and tighten down the top screws on the bracket to clamp the radar. Before fully tightening them down, it's important to go ahead and make sure that this is installed within the hole and it's centered and you're happy with the installation. It's easier to do before you fully tighten down the bracket itself on the top. So go ahead and align that, get it to a place where you're happy. Go ahead and screw it down all the way. And that'll now hold your unit in place and prevent it from shifting while driving.